Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Stark Raving Sports. My name is SRS Fico, or Large Meso on Twitch. Follow me there if you like this video, and I will in fact love you forever. Also, just a quick shout out to everyone. I said I needed 50 followers, and you guys took me from 30 to 168 with one video. I'm floored. Thank you guys. I don't even know what to say. Also, I probably should have specified I usually just game on Twitch. So, yeah. So, same thing as normal. If you like the video, subscribe, it helps out the channel, and we have merch. Anyways, let's get right into it. Trevor Bauer is one of the most polarizing players in baseball. For years, he built up hype for his 2021 off-season free agency, planning to take advantage of that time like never before. Then, in 2020, Bauer became the NL Cy Young Award winner and self-proclaimed Mickey Mouse Cy Young Award winner, only increasing that hype. Once free agency came, he was ready to use his social media platforms to showcase the process like never before. He was going to make all this content talking about what being a free agent is like and constantly teasing the fan base, which is like half the league, and showing off the whole free agency process. And oh boy, that process was crazy, eventually becoming one of the most ridiculous free agency sagas in sports history. This went down a couple of weeks ago, but the dust is only now kinda settling, so we can finally recap about Trevor's free agency and the fallout. Coming off of one of the best years of his career, albeit shortened by the pandemic, Bauer was looking to shake up baseball with his next contract. His goal was to break the record for the average annual value of a baseball free agent contract by signing for less years to make up for it. And two teams with deep pockets became the final two for his services: the Los Angeles Dodgers and the New York Mets. These two teams have had an interesting connection over the past 5 years or so. It started with Chase Utley breaking Ruben Tejada's leg in the 2015 NLDS, the Mets winning the series, the Mets throwing behind Utley, leading to an iconic argument video the next year. Utley outright crushing the Mets pitching from then on out, and constant teasing games between the two ever since. But then, the Mets were sold to a very rich man who once tried to buy the Dodgers and is very open about wanting to turn the Mets into the East Coast version of the Dodgers: Steve Cohen. Someone who took note of this was Trevor Bauer. But it should be mentioned that Bauer grew up in Southern California as a Dodgers fan. Once it came down to these two teams, all anyone could do is wait. And then, on the night of February 4th, reporter Bob Nightingale broke some news. Trevor Bauer and the Mets had a deal. Until everyone in the baseball journalism community collectively came down on him to say, no, there was no deal. Silly Bob. Gospel artist Robert Randolph, of all people, said that a deal was going to be announced within a half an hour too. So what is it with people born with the name Robert getting incorrect about Bauer and the Mets? Everyone was on edge. What was going to happen with Bauer? The next morning, everything went bananas. Trevor Bauer's Linktree briefly had a link that appeared to be Mets merch, because, you know, LFGM stands for Let's F***ing Go Mets. This was immediately taken down. Was this Bauer trying to shut down any leaks? Well, maybe not, because a signed Mets hat giveaway went live on Bauer's website. Alright, this is getting real now. In a matter of minutes, over 800 people entered this giveaway. If you were one of those 800 people, you received an email from Trevor to go along with your entry. In that email were the words, "I can't wait to take the mound for New York."
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
That had to mean Bauer was going to sign with the Mets, right? I mean, why go through all that effort to set up a giveaway in the email messages if he wouldn't? Well, then came the signed Dodgers hat giveaway on his site, with the Mets one nowhere to be found anymore. Then came the decision video. LeBron Bauer was going to tell the world what team he was playing for.
This season is about making sure history remembers us as we wish to be remembered. This season is about adding to our legacy. And I can't wait, Dodger fans.
Trevor Bauer signed a 3-year, $102 million contract with the Dodgers to become the highest paid player for a season in MLB history for 2021, and again in 2022. He did it. The highest paid AAV for a contract ever to play for his hometown team. West Coast, Best Coast? But what was all that with the Mets then? Why go through all that trouble on your website and stuff if you're not even going to sign with them? Bauer made a really long Twitter thread where he gave an explanation for what happened, apologized, and pledged to donate to New York City charities to make up for it. But like, there's so many questions. Why did Bauer's agent Rachel Luba almost kinda try to give a passive-aggressive farewell to Mets fans with this tweet? Why did the Mets literally think they had a deal with Bauer before the decision video dropped? Why did it take more than 2 days for Bauer to say anything about the Mets situation when he's normally very quick to defend himself online? All this leads us to one question. Did Trevor Bauer troll the Mets on purpose? Was this all just for attention and content? On surface, it could seem like it. If Bauer wanted to sign with the Mets, he had an offer for more money in total, and it's thought that he had that offer longer. So if he wanted to sign there, he could have already done so. Or was this a genuine mistake, as Bauer's tweet thread claimed? It makes sense that you'd make up promo materials for each possible team you might play for in anticipation of a quick decision, and this theoretically could have been some wrong buttons being pushed by an intern on his laptop or something like that. There's 3 sides to this story: Bauer's, the Mets, and the truth. We know what Bauer said, we know what the Mets thought, but we don't know what happened 100%. We do know that the hours leading up to this decision being official were a ridiculous circus with no precedent before it. Then, weeks after, the circus is still in town. Mets pitcher Noah Syndergaard made it pretty clear where he stood on the potential trolling and Bauer's Twitter apology. Here we go again. No matter where you stand, this is a story that has to be documented. The time social media exploded over what may have been the most cunning troll jobs in sports history. That, or the worst timing ever for a marketing team to screw up. This was utter chaos, and it should be preserved in history forever. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the video for today. Thank you all for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, type Bauer Power in the comments to let me know you made it. Anyways, have a lovely day. Peace.